Good morning, Goinkans. Hope you're doing well. So today we'll be discussing physical change and chemical change from your science textbook, chapter number 6, Change Around Us, page number 48 and 49. As we have already discussed this in the Zoom session, and I hope this will help you to recapitulate and revise if there is any kind of doubt, and will help you to clarify all that. So dear Goinkans, the physical changes are those changes which involve the change in terms of physical properties, like we have got the shape, size, or even state of the given substances. So when there is a change in the physical properties, we can call that a physical change. And during this change, there is no change in the internal structure of the given substance, or in other sense we can say during the physical change there is no new substance formed. So altogether, when there is a change in the physical what you call that properties, and there is no change in the internal structure or no formation of a new substance, that we call the physical change. Such change in which only physical properties of a substance change, we call that a physical change. Fine. Most of the physical changes as such are reversible, like we have got glowing of an electric bulb, melting of an ice, and inflation of a hot air balloon. You can just analyze that they are all reversible. Just electric bulb can be, we can switch on and off, and we can make this again, right? So melting of ice is there, which I have discussed it again. So altogether we can see that physical changes are reversible. However, we should not generalize this, because there are some of the physical change that are not reversible, just like for example breaking of a glass. Like, although it is the change in the physical property, but then rather physical state, but then we cannot make it back again to the normal thing, right? So breaking of glass is there, bursting of balloon is there, tearing of paper is there. So altogether we can say some of the chains, maximum of the chains that are physical are reversible, but there are some of the, as we say, the science is full of exceptions. So altogether we can say there are some which are quite irreversible as well. So this is all about the physical change. Now let's just discuss about the chemical change. So they're going as we said that the physical change was a change that happens in the physical properties, but in terms of a chemical change, there is a formation of a totally new substance. The change is totally inside outside, and altogether there is a formation of a new substance. When a chemical change occurs, there is a chemical reaction between the substances, right, that are mixed together. And sometimes a chemical reaction may be caused due to some action of heat, as in case of boiled egg we can see that there is a heat, and we see there is a change in the substance earlier what is it, and then after boiling how it is. So that's basically a chemical change. So most of the chemical changes are quite permanent, or we can say irreversible, and this is just because there is a formation of a totally new substance. Let's just take an example of burning of a paper. You have seen the paper before burning, and when it turns when we burn it, it turns into an ash, and that's totally a new substances. So chemical changes help in the formation of a totally new substances. There is change in the internal structure, altogether we are getting a new substances. So we can say chemical changes are the permanent change, or we can say irreversible change. So that's all for today. Hope you have got an idea about the physical and the chemical change. Stay safe, stay home. Thank you.